everyone! Welcome back to Knowledge Chronicle. Have you ever wondered what really happened to the Neanderthals? They were strong, smart, and well adapted to survive the Ice Age, but they vanished. Why? Thanks to ancient DNA, we're finally unlocking the truth buried deep in our genes. This isn't just a history lesson, this is genetic time travel. Welcome to Knowledge Chronicle, where science meets story. Today, we uncover how DNA analysis is rewriting everything we thought we knew about our extinct cousins, the Neanderthals. DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is the blueprint of life. It carries the code that defines everything about us, how we look, how our bodies work, and even our ancestors' secrets. But DNA is fragile. Over time, it breaks down. So when we talk about ancient DNA, or aDNA, we're talking about genetic time capsules preserved under just the right conditions. Cold, dry, undisturbed for thousands of years. And one species that gave us the genetic jackpot? The Neanderthals. Neanderthals, Homo neanderthalensis, split from the human family tree around 500,000 years ago. They evolved in Europe and Asia, while our direct ancestors stayed in Africa. But here's the twist. Around 60,000 years ago, modern humans started migrating out of Africa. And we met the Neanderthals face to face. Same habitats, same resources, same survival game. Neanderthals were tough. They had short limbs and broad noses to conserve heat. They hunted, made tools, and even buried their dead. Yet around 40,000 years ago, they disappeared, and we didn't. Why? That's where DNA comes in. In 1997, scientists successfully extracted Neanderthal mitochondrial DNA, or mTNA, for the first time. This small bit of genetic material, passed from mother to child, revealed something shocking. Neanderthal mtDNA was distinct from ours. Later studies found modern humans and Neanderthals diverged roughly 550,000 years ago, but mTNA is just part of the story. In 2014, a full Neanderthal nuclear genome was sequenced from a bone in Siberia. And guess what? It confirmed that humans and Neanderthals did interbreed. Today, 1 to 4% of the DNA in people of Eurasian descent comes from Neanderthals. Even people of African descent carry traces, passed down indirectly through ancient migrations. So Neanderthals didn't completely vanish, they live on in us. But if they're still part of our DNA, why did their species go extinct? Several clues come from their genes. 1. Low genetic diversity. Neanderthals had smaller populations and less varied DNA, making them more vulnerable to disease and environmental changes. Inbreeding. That Neanderthal from Siberia? Her parents were half-siblings, and this wasn't unusual. This genetic bottleneck weakened their adaptability. Modern humans were just more flexible. We formed larger groups, developed language and art, and had stronger social networks. In short, we outnumbered and outlasted them. And yet, Neanderthals still changed us. Their genes shaped our immune system, helping early humans survive new pathogens in Europe. But not all their genes were blessings. Some Neanderthal genes are linked to blood clots, allergies, depression, and even disrupted sleep patterns. Traits once helpful in the wild may be harmful in today's world. And it wasn't just us and the Neanderthals. Another ancient cousin, the Denisovans, also left their genetic mark, especially in people from Southeast Asia and Oceania. In fact, one fossil turned out to be a hybrid half Neanderthal, half Denisovan. It turns out the human story is not linear. It's a tangled tree of species, mixing, migrating, evolving. So did Neanderthals go extinct? Technically, yes. But in a way, they live on. They were not our enemies, they were our relatives. And their legacy? It's written in every cell of our bodies. If you found this journey through ancient DNA as fascinating as we did, then don't forget, your one like, share, and subscribe will help us create more valuable content. Until next time, stay curious.